I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right now. Najee Harris is a big scat back. He has 44 catches on the season for 317 yards and 2 touchdowns. This is fueling his fantasy production. He's RB4 on the season, 176 fantasy points. RB1, more than likely to finish the year if he continues to be healthy. Just getting a lot of touches, a lot of volume. The offensive line in front of him is not that great, but he's doing the best he can with what's available to him. I have some of his highlights from last week against Detroit Lions for Week 10, and we're going to go over some of those right now. All right, here's the first play that we're going to cover today. But before we dig into this, make sure you hit that like button to help me out with the algorithm. We're in the first quarter, 11:08 left, 0-0, single back. A lot of Lions there on the line. Looks like they're trying to stuff the run. Let's see what's going to happen here. So, boom, he's getting the carry. I see a hole opening up on the inside. Getting it to the outside is going to be tough because that D lineman, that edge rusher, or whatever he is, it's got leverage on that lineman towards the outside and it has contained. So it looks like he's going to cut it up, which he will. Now we got a bunch of Lions here. We got 3 of them for sure that are unblocked or being blocked. Cuts that up. Field still off balance, getting through there. And he's just working his way, falling forward for the first down. So that's a good run. Not a sexy run at all, but a good run. This is 1st and 10, it looks like. Runs through that hole, sees that little crease and takes advantage of it. That's good vision. Instantly looking at that and not dilly-dallying, getting through there. Another thing you notice is he reads the momentum of that defender and just cuts it just a weensy bit right up here. So he's not getting too close to 4. Reading the momentum of his block or the ride out from the lineman. Cuts it tight up in there. Because you don't want to take this wide. You take this wide, you're going to run into that D lineman, that defender. So he's running upfield. And now this is where they're going to corral him. But he's going to drag him for a bit because he's a big guy. He's powerful. And that's what Najee Harris does. Here's the next play we're going to cover here. We're in the second quarter. Game's tied at 7. Single back. We got some motion and stuff going on. But here we go. Najee gets the carry. We got a crease up the middle. We got a crease up. He's taking advantage of that. And boom, he hits the second level. Watch this little head fake, little juke action here, the stutter step, trying to freeze up that DB. He's crashing down on him. Takes the edge on him. That DB gets him on the ankles, and then he gets corralled by a few Lions. But that's a good run. What I like about this is just the holes in front of him. He sees it. He takes advantage of it, gets through it, doesn't slow down, and is able to stutter step his way, cut appropriately to not get tackled heads up, and fights forward for like another yard or so, which is good to see, which means he's maximizing those opportunities yet again. Here we are, red zone situation. We're still in the second quarter, 6 minutes, some change left, single back. Let's run this, baby. Here we go. We're getting the carry. His approach to the line of scrimmage. Nothing's there. The Lions has this plugged up. Does a very good job keeping his head up, his eyes open. Slips through to the outside, and now it's a race to that corner to the pylon. And look at him, truck dudes, stiff arming, and everything else for the score. What I like about this play the most is just his approach to the line of scrimmage and him being patient, using his eyes, being aware of what's going on, kicking it out, and then just rumbling to the end zone. All right, we're in the fourth quarter now. Score 16-13 Detroit. We got things spread out, and we're in shotgun. He's back there by the quarterback. Let's run it. So now we're slipping out in the passing game here. Bam, gets the target. Space for days. Space for days. And he's reading the momentum of his blocker here. Trying to take advantage of that. But man, that DB, that defender comes in too quick, gets a hold of him. He's able to get through that tackle and move forward. He's falling forward and is able to get another like 2 to 3 yards there. That's a good play there. And the big thing here is just him being used in the passing game right here, getting the ball in space, getting the target. I mean, this is one of the most targeted running backs in football. Runs the most, one of the most routes of all running backs in football. DeAndre Swift's got to be, but he's up there. Top 5 in routes ran of running backs. But here he is, bam. And making, after getting snuffed out, still being able to get those extra yards. Just what he does. He's always falling forward. He's always getting those extra yards at contact. Here's the next play. We're in shotgun again. Tied at 16 with 5 minutes left. So let's run it. Here's he slipping out here in the flat. Catches the ball. Now he's got to make somebody miss. Let's see what he does. Bam. Sends him to hell. Just sends him to straight hell. Just bam. Slams him. Spins out. Takes on another guy, and that's it. But he just kills 40. 40 does not know what happened. Poster eyes. Fertilizer now on the ground. We're seeing tulips growing out of his body. And he keeps moving. You got to come correct at Najee. That's one thing. You can't say he's the fastest guy on the field. You can't say he's the burstiest running back. But man, once he has the ball in his hands and you got him in a one-on-one situation, you better come correct or you're going to end up like this dude right here. Bam, just getting dropped on your head. Well, not exactly his head, but potentially on his back, looking like a rag doll there. Boom. Physical. And that's what you get from Najee Harris, a big back who finishes his runs, and you're going to get that every time consistently. One of the top running backs in fantasy right now, and from a production standpoint, and he's a rookie. Value in Dynasty Fantasy Football is sky high. I look for it to stay that way, especially through the offseason, due to his age, due to it being his first year, and due to his production. Pretty much, you're going to have to come at his fantasy managers with a Godfather offer if you want him because of all of that. And they're probably expecting this team to get better on the offensive line at least, if not offensive line and quarterback, sometime because it can't get much worse. But I want to thank you for watching the show, sticking with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. It's very important because it fuels me to keep going over the tape with you guys, helping you with your fantasy team. And we're on a quest for 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season. It's very important that we rack up them subs. But again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.